Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another month on the Judith Plains Mega Farm project. It's May. It's a beautiful sunny day, 12 degrees. It looks like sun the entire day, well, entire month. Wheat is growing nicely on the other side there, as you can see, and farm looking good. So for today, the plan is, and let's bring up the map. So from the previous episode, we did all our silage harvesting. That was on field 89, 90, and 111. Now, 111 field at the top corner here is actually, we want that to be our root crop. So 80 acres of root crops should give us a decent yield. So the plan for today is to take our big buds out there with the humongous plows and plow that field, and then get the stone pickers out there, get the stones off of it. And I think if we look on the calendar here quickly, we wanted to do sugar beets. So sugar beets, I think we passed sugar beets. So let's see, is there something else we can do? No, nothing else. That presents a little bit of a problem for this month. I thought I had an extra month to actually do that with. So I'm going to have to think about what I want to actually, what other root crop I want to get in there. Maybe like red beets then, I suppose. Because I need it to be a root crop that I can do with my root crop harvesters. And if I do red beet, we can harvest them pretty quickly, and then we'll do sugar beets maybe the next month. So let's have a look at that. Just to go back to here, the map, as you can see, our large grass field at the top, 110, 113, 117 is ready. So we're going to be mowing that as well this month, as well as our field 86 at the bottom. Again, that's grass. So a lot of mowing to do today. The plowing of the root crop and getting that ready for, I suppose, red beets now. And then yes, so just a quick look at our productions. Our biogas plant is empty again. Milk, we've still got 222,000. Our food production, TMR producer, is at 520,000, but nothing in it because we don't have straw at the moment. So we just go back here again. I think straw will be in the month of July. Hopefully, it's ready by then. And that's all of this down here, 87 and the 70s. So then I think we should have a lot of straw. Just on our finances side quickly before we get going, as you can see, for last month we made 267,000. I think for the months coming up we are going to start making quite a bit of money. As you can see, biogas made 209,000 last month, and products sold 109,000. That's mostly like bottled milk, peas, and that from our dairy. So yeah, and we do have a bit of other crops in here. We have 700,000 of wheat that I want to clear out, some sunflowers. We've got some sugar beets. And I think we've got barley at the top that we've harvested in previous episodes on the farms. And we're probably going to start maybe selling some silage. See, silage is quite a bit over here. And from our previous episode, just before this, we did quite a huge amount, about 4.5 million liters of silage. And silage plants, alfalfa and clover. And as you can see, our silage is full up at 5 million, and there's still about 2.6 million liters sitting in there. So, you know, if we need a bit of extra money or whatever, we can always sell some of that off. Yeah, I think that is it for now, just on the farm valuation, sitting at 87 million now. Yep, is going down a little bit, but I think from this month we should be getting that to go back up again. And as I said, probably within the next 2 years, we need to get that to about 120, well, not 125, but we need, give or take, about 75 million in cash to pay back the first tranche of our, pay back corporate for their big investment. So let me get to it. As I said, I'm going to jump into our big buds, get the plows out there. And oh yes, I'm also going to get the digested trailer from the biogas plant and go and fertilize the alfalfa and the clover fields. So yeah, let me get to it and I'll see you in a bit. So there we go, our two big buds and their plows are off. 32 minutes to do this 82-acre field, the two of them. So yeah, I think we should be fine here. I'm going to tab back into our one. Yeah, he should be fine. He's going to do rounded corners. Just want to keep an eye on him on this first rounded corner just to make sure that he's not going to get stuck anywhere in the trees over here. He should just take the corner nicely, but you never know. Let's just make sure that he does it nicely. Yep, he has. He's moving nicely around there. And that should give enough space for the second big bud to do it, to get around. So I think I'm going to go tab into the white one and just keep an eye on him as well now. And then from there, I'm going to move over to our class tractor, go pick up our digested trailer, and bring him across to our fields at the back, our alfalfa and clover fields, the new ones, and get him started on the fertilization. So we've set him up, as you can see. I'm just going to activate his entire course so we can see everything. He should be ready to go. Off he goes. Cool, so we are busy fertilizing this field. Let me just go out again. So I just want to have a look here just to make sure that we are definitely giving it a second stage of fertilizer. I should take the rolling out of the way. Actually, seems like this field is already 100% fertilized. So I think I've made a bit of a mistake here. Interesting. I didn't think they would be. We didn't fertilize them when we did anything, but seems like they are. So I think this might just be a waste of digested at the moment. Okay, so I'm actually going to stop this guy here. Just cancel this job quickly, because we don't need to do that. So what I am going to do then next is I'm going to get our mowers onto this field, and we're going to run quite a test here. The mowers are going to mow here, and they're going to drop at a hay barn. Well, no, actually they need to tether. Then we need to tether again. And once the windrows come on there, there's going to be quite an operation. I'm looking at probably 3 mowers, 2 tethers, and another 2 windrows. So probably 7 implements. I'm just going to have to see how that's going to implement with all the amount of tools running on here. So let me get them all onto the field and all set up, and you can watch while I speed through it. And I will join back as soon as everything's ready to go. So just to show you, these are our grass mowers, and we've attached a nice little attachment to the back. Each one of them comes with their own tether. Nice little thing to do. Because I'm running the moisture mod, I'm just going to exit out here so we can have a look. The moisture mod, from what I gathered on a previous field that we mowed, I need to tether the grass probably twice. Hopefully not 3 times, but we'll see. So as you can see at the bottom there, bottom corner, we've got an expected range and a field moisture. So let's see what happens when we mow. But at least this will give me the first state of headering, I suppose the word is. And then I'm going to have to bring my other tethers out here with the tractors and go over this field at least one more time, I think, and to turn it into hay. So let me set up the course for these guys and get them going. And then I will fetch the with 2 of my fence and bring the tethers over so that they can start tethering behind these guys as soon as there's enough of a gap. So as we get the last one active here, we just paste in the course, make sure he's the right side. So he's all ready to go. Just normally move them past the turning point, otherwise they try to turn in. And I think he's fine. I think he's got enough gap now, and we activate, and off he goes. And nice to see mower going and Tedder working nicely behind it. I'm just going to settings, because what I did see, just to make sure these guys weren't doing loop turn headlands, so I've just activated that for all of them, and they all work out nicely now. Oh, nicely I say. And then the first one is, oh gosh, I forgot. Sorry about that. I forgot. I was running some tests here earlier on some loading procedures and to see how I could actually get the grass or the hay out of the windrows, and I seem to have forgotten my conveyor belt here. Let's just move him off to the side. Yeah, he just drives really slow. Hopefully he should be okay over there. And let me just jump back into our mowers and just make sure they're all good. So I always see that they miss like little blocks, so I'm going to try with the one. Let's say raise tools, raise tools late, yeah, and lower tools early. Let's see if they, if he manages to pick up a little bit more of the corner when it's to the guy in the front there as well, and do the same with him. That has definitely seemed to help, where he's not left that block behind anymore. So yeah, raising the tools late and then dropping them early has definitely helped with that. We don't have all these blocks left over. So yeah, I think that's worked out nicely, and they seem to be navigating this corner quite nicely. What I'm just going to do quickly is jump out, just so you can see. Okay, he's going to hit me. If we look here, what have we got? There we go. You see it's grass, still grass. And, well, I don't know if you can see it in the video because it might be quite small in the bottom corner. But it's saying, even though it's been tethered, it is grass at 11.5% moisture. So generally in base game, this would have been hay already, just from tethering it once. So, because we like to make our life difficult here on our mega farm. You know, farming massive fields is not difficult enough, and you know, getting everything to work out nicely. We run with moisture as well. So I'm gonna go and vet our pen tractors and our tedders and get them over to this field and hopefully start them tethering soon. And I'll just pick up on our plows on the other side just to make sure everything's going fine, because they seem to have stopped. So I think they've probably done already. And I'm not sure if you saw from the mowers that they don't have too long to actually finish off this field. So 3 of them actually get through this field pretty quick. He's got 27 minutes left for a field of this size, so not too bad. So yeah, see you in a bit. So we've got our two fences over here with the tethers on them. These tethers are quite large. So what I just want to do, and as you can see, there's a slightly different color to some of the grass over here. And I think this is probably where maybe two of the mowers have gone over it, you know, where they sort of turn around. And as you can see, this is, what have we got? And we've got hay. So I'm hoping that by doing the first state of, see, hay, it's saying 6.5%. I think by doing the first one round with the tethers here, we should be able to get this done. The thing with these tethers is they are 17 meters wide, so he's going to do a substantial amount in a very short time. So I think what I will do is just let them wait for a little bit longer over here, and I'll set them up so long, and then let them just wait here until these mowers have got a little bit more done. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get some other tractors and get them onto the field we're busy plowing with the big buds, and get them to start picking up all the stones. So see you when we're there. As we get our last tractor in place, sorry, I was just looking at what the yellow fent was doing. I was worried. It seems like he was going off the course. So we're just going to get our last guy in place here and send him on his way. So let's just let the yellow fent get a little bit ahead there. Yep, he's on his way. So off we go. Just want to make sure, because I haven't used this JCB for field work. Yeah, his loop turning is off, so let's just activate that. And he should be fine. Just keep an eye here quickly. So he's on his way, no problem. Let's just go jump back into the red one at the front. Yeah, he's going around nicely. Yellow also going around nicely. And picking up a little bit of lag here. So I don't think I'm going to run any more pools at the moment. I think I'll wait until mowers are finished. Lucky they've got about 6 minutes left. I'm actually going to let them finish off, and then I will get the tethers to start, and in the meantime I will just get the big buds driving back to their garages and get them settled. So see you in a bit. So there you have it. All the mowers have finished and given the grass its first tether. So I'm just going to get them off the field, and we will get our tedders on and get them moving as well. So I'll see you when I get the tedders onto the field. Getting a bit tongue twisted there. So I'm going to get the 2 tedders to now start their job and get this field tedded. So let's get this active. We've already set up their course, so hopefully this will make everything into hay. Yeah, and I can see the colors changing, so at least that seems to be working. Let me just get this guy going. Won't be a problem. 24 minutes to do the field, and then let's get into the other one, which would be the green one. Get this active, lower. Just let the other guy get a little bit ahead. We'll get this guy going, and then I'm going to get the big buds parked and pick on the stone pickers and get the mowers onto the other field, and I'll see you when all that's set up. So our tedders have just finished tethering, giving the second round of tethering to this grass field. So I think everything now is converted into hay, and you can see the color, it looks all good. So what we're going to do is hook up the blue and the green fence to our windrows, and let's get them set to windrow this whole field, pick it all up and send it to our hay loft that's just on the side of the field here. I'll show you once we get them set up where we're going to go and drop it all off. So I'll see you in a bit when I've got them all set up. And our stone pickers have also just finished clearing this field. So I am going to get them to get to the lime station, offload these stone pickers and get them parked. And then we'll go concentrate on the hayfield. So I'll see you in a bit as soon as it's done. So we're back at the hayfield with our trailers and windrow trailers. So what we're going to attempt to do here is pick up the hay and get them to automatically go drop it off in that barn over there. And then set up some truck routes for a truck to actually come through, pick that up and take it to one of the main storages. I think that just helps us to not have these guys drive around too far all the way to the other hay storages, and that'll keep them off the field for longer. So yeah, I'm going to try to set that up and we'll keep an eye on it and monitor it and see how this all goes down. Might have a few glitches. I haven't done that on this field yet. So we'll just see how it all goes. So yeah, let me set that up and we'll get back to it. So just if you haven't seen this before, we're going to run the courseplay course, and by activating this courseplay sort of link, and then you set it to pick up and deliver, you have a point on the field. So there is a, let me just activate auto drive, so you can see there is a grass sort of field pickup point over here, and then you have the offload point. So there is an offload point just there by the hay barn, and we've selected hay. So what will happen is when he's full, he'll automatically transfer to auto drive. He'll drive towards this F113 grass point, and then go offload, come back to this point, and then reactivate courseplay and continue where he left off. That's how it's supposed to work in theory. Whether it all works out nicely when they're actually doing it, that remains to be seen. We have made it work on other fields, so let's just see on this field. Always a bit of a stressful moment, and we'll have to keep an eye on them. Let's just activate here. Everything is set, and he should be good, and off he goes. Let me just go tab back into the blue vent. Okay, I am very concerned here now. He ain't picking up anything. And the green one also not picking up anything. There's definitely a problem, yeah. Not really sure what the problem is. They are supposed to be picking up. Oh, he's got hay. Why grass in him? Why have they got grass? Let's just try this again. So it seems that with the moisture mod, unfortunately, there are still quite large patches of grass. I'm gonna have to go and get the tethers back again I'm going to leave. I want to leave these near the field here somewhere, so I don't have to bring them back again. Actually, I'm going to go park them on the other side quickly. I'm going to have to go hook up the tethers again and then run them across this field because there seems to be patches of grass there still, and the trailers are getting very confused. Well, the Windrow's trailers are getting very confused as to what to pick up. So, like I said, with this moisture mod, it does make it a little bit more difficult to do hay. So yeah, let me get this done, and I'll see you in a bit and see if it works. So I've got them back on the field again. I'm hoping that this time this is all going to turn in. Let's just jump out here quickly. It's not going to take up the tether blades over there. Let's take a walk here. I'm not seeing any. Damn. Looks like hopefully it's just hay this time. Yep, so I'll see you when they're done, and we'll see if we can get this all picked up. So we're back at the field, and the tethers are finished doing their second round. I did try to test that sort of Windrow trailer combination, and it seems like it picks up and then it almost like resets on the trailer again. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. I tried with development tools to reset it, but still doing the same thing. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. So I've had to go back to sort of the normal way of doing it. So I've got 2 JCBs over here with their tethers, and I've got the 2 Fendt trailers over there with forage wagons. So we're going to let the JCBs get going with the Windrows. I've already set up the courses, so I'm just going to get them activated, get them going, let them start doing their thing, and we'll keep an eye on it, and then I will set up the fence. Well, I've already set them up. I will just get them activated as well to pick up all the hay, and let's see if it works properly this time. So we'll keep an eye on it, and I'll see you when we into it. Okay, the Windrows seem to be doing fine. They've done their first headland, so everything seems to be in order. So I'm going to get the forage wagons going. They're set on the same course, so it shouldn't be a problem for them to collect everything. We're going to do the same thing again by activating the link between horseplay over here. Well, let me just unactivate and then set it into picked up and delivery. Grass, and it is the grass offloading. They are going to be picking up hay, so that's all good. Pick up and deliver, yes. I don't know why that's off. So we connect and off we go. So I'll do the same thing for the other one, and we'll keep an eye on them and see what happens. So as you can see, horseplay and auto drive working seamlessly together. Actually been going quite well. The two windrows are moving up and down the field. They're almost done. As you can see, they've managed to windrow the entire field. And as you can see, you could see there in the distance. You can see we've got another vehicle just there in the background. The two forage wagons are picking up the hay, and they are dropping it off at the hay silo or hay barn, all on their own. So working quite nicely together. I see our second forage wagon is almost full, so I am going to just go jump into a truck and bring him across so that we can actually start offloading some of that hay, because I think they have already dropped off 3 loads, which would be 450,000 liters of hay, and almost ready to drop off the 4th one. And there we go, windrow number 1 finished, and there comes windrow number 2. I'm just gonna watch him here for a little bit. There we go. Nice job, guys. Well done. And then we go jump into that truck. So we're gonna pick up the hay from here and take it over to our main hay storage facility, which is quite far on the other side of the map. So I'm just picking up a little bit here, and then I'm going to set him up, and I will actually bring another truck in as well at the same time. So I'm going to set up the next truck here to pick up and deliver. So we'll pick up from the grass farm, or grass field, well, grass sort of field barn, so that would be grass pickup, and we're going to drop it off at our bulk hay drop off. That should be fine. Is going to be picking up hay, select hay, and I think it's a continuous cycle, and should be all good. We'll come and check on him now. Just make sure he turns this corner nicely. Oh, okay. Goes through the hole. Yeah, let me just get back to the truck I was driving, which would be this one here. And I'm going to do the same thing with him. And off you go. We'll keep an eye on them and just make sure nothing happens. And yeah, see you in a bit when they hopefully finished offloading the hay barn by the grass field. Whoa, okay, here we go. A little bit of a tight corner there. See, the only problem is when they're going down a one-way road, they do tend to get into each other's way a little bit here. Just getting right here. These trailers are quite wide. Oh, there we go. Should be okay. Cool. Only problem with this as well is that I'm gonna have to see, because this first hay barn might fill up quite quickly with these guys. So I'm not sure if I pull this hay bulk drop trigger point a bit further forward, if they'll pull up from front. I think we'll keep an eye on that now. I think I might just move it forward. I'm just going to have to delete a couple of the other points in front there, and then yeah, let's see how that goes. So both of our forage wagons have finished picking up all the hay on the field. I think I'm just going to check on the yellow one. He's still got a load. So we'll just offload the second forage wagon at the hay loft over there. The blue truck, as you can see, is on his way down. He's going to make his way back and forward until he empties out that hay loft into the bulk silos on the other side. This is quite a challenging field. I think it was the first time I've done this big field here at the back, so it was quite interesting how to set things up. A couple of tools over there that didn't work. Yeah, so we had to revert back to old school style. You know, I thought those tools would help us go only over the field just once, and windrow and collect, but we had to do it with both 2 windrows and 2 forage wagons. So I think for now that's the end of this video. You can just see there in the distance as he picks up. I think I'll take a drive over to him, and just so we can see, I just want to try to sort of understand how much hay we actually collected off of this field. So let me just offload this last trailer and we'll go to our stock situation and just see what's going on over there. Let's move the other trailer forward. So let's go have a quick look over here. I think we used to have in the region of about 2.4 million liters. So I think with what he's got in the truck, I would say, because that would give us 2.283. So yeah, I think we probably could have got, maybe we had a little bit less than that to begin with, because I'm sure the forage wagons, each one of them dropped off about 3 times. So I'm sure it was close on 1 million liters worth of hay from that one field over there. And that will be our hay, grass field. So I think we'd be able to do that about 3-4 times a year. So we're talking about 3 to 4 million liters a year. And yeah, I think that'll be quite a lot of hay. So we'll see what we do with that. Well, obviously we're going to use it for TMR to feed all our cows. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I think this one was quite a tricky video for me. I had a few PC problems, but yeah, managed to sort them out, and yeah, we'll get back to it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.